for anything. Because that's our birthright. That's biblical. Disease should not exist. Disease was created by the lack of goodwill. That's what happened. We cannot blame nature for healing, for making us sick. We can only give nature the credit for healing us. And we cannot say that we didn't know better, because down deep inside of our hearts and in our souls and in our spirit, we know what to do. A child always knows what to do. As a young father, I remember being told by everyone before that my children, I had to guide and I had to teach and I had to lead, and I was the one that molded their minds. In a very short order, I realized that my children were here to teach me. And if we learn that, it's because of the innocence and the purity of the child and the total connection that that baby, that little innocent infant, and that little child has with God. And purity and truth. This is one of the things I love about the Jewish people and the Israelis. You give the big story. You give the true story. You don't hold back. You also did what we've been teaching people for 56 years, to take responsibility. You could have been victims. You could have been hiding somewhere in the world, as you often do, from the rampant anti-Semitic stupidity that still reigns out there today. But you said, no, we're going to go back to our roots, to what I call, again, the center of the universe. And you stand as a people. And there's every reason in the world that this country should not exist. But guess what? You exist. Now we've got to take it to the next step. Yes, creating a place, a haven for yourselves is the first step. The next step, and the real step, the challenge you have now, is to take absolute responsibility for your life on every level. And don't look outside of yourself and ask for help when it comes to the healing process. The best that doctors can do, the best we can do, is guide you, love you, support you, and pray for you. But who makes the healing occur is you. When I'm at the Institute and people arrive on Sundays, 52 Sundays every single year, I stand up and I say to them that we've never healed a person here at Hippocrates. You ought to see their faces. Oh! They want me to lie like everyone else lies. I'm not going to lie. Because nobody heals. And I say, but we've had, as you know, tens of thousands of people who have healed disease. And upstairs I had a wonderful, wonderful meeting with another doctor that were kindred spirits. That means we're very much on the same page as Yisroel and my wife and I are. And the first words he said to me, it stunned me. He said, I want to help people to help themselves. And Shula, who's on the board of directors at Hippocrates, took her name tag that she has on today and showed our motto that's on that. Our mission statement, our purpose is to help people help themselves, not to heal you. God can help you heal yourself, but God gave you a free will, so you do the healing. So we're going to take a big voyage now. We're going to start at Hippocrates and then work our way outward from there. Because I said to Yisroel, should we do really basic things? And he smiled at me. He said, no, these people are advanced. And guess what? I have a sense that he's right on that. So you're ready to really take off like a rocket ship today? We're going to do it. So let's hit the lights. We're going to take a little trip over to the Institute and then forward from that point.
to the Hippocrates Health Institute. This is a center where people come from every corner of the globe to change their life. Because today on this planet, each and every one of us have to learn how to take responsibility and come back to the very simple ways, the way we lived many, many centuries ago.
We experience every day incredible magic here, where people change their life.
Our medical staff here is gifted on knowing how to bring people back to the very basics and what to do when they want to become well, healthy, and prolong their life. There's no magic in healthcare. It's a very simple process. It takes one to understand that everything is up to them. And we've seen it here time and time again. There's no question you could be like these people once you're willing to take charge of your life.
I came to Hippocrates 8 years ago to recover from cancer. And the doctor told me, well, we're sorry, but we cannot do anything for you. So I ended up here at the Hippocrates Health Institute, and let me tell you, it was such a revelation for me. When I arrived here, I've met so nice people. Everyone are just caring.
Here at Hippocrates, we help our guests to focus their attention on wellness, total wellness, mind, body, spirit wellness.
In 2005, I was diagnosed with 3 separate autoimmune diseases and go all around the country seeing specialists and professionals, getting my diagnosis and then looking at treatment options. A year ago, I visited Hippocrates for the first time, and I believe that was truly instrumental in making me well. It changed my life completely.
I came to Hippocrates Institute 23 years ago as a journalist. I came the 3rd week of the program, and I interviewed a lot of people to see, if it was really that good. And I was so surprised with the answers. People telling me they folded their cane because they have no more arthritis. Or one lady had breast cancer and she had no more pain and her blood was full of oxygen. So there was a lot of hope, and it was exciting for me to see such results. And all of this put together makes the healing path. So for me, Hippocrates has been a place I trust wholeheartedly. When I send people, they call me, and the doctors just said, Madame Monica, the doctor told me I have 3 months to live. And I know by sending them here, they have a chance to help themselves live and educate. While they were condemned, they come here and it's paradise. The atmosphere is wholesome. The food heals all the atmosphere and the teachings. This is a place where I would send everybody I know.
I came to Hippocrates after visiting my sister. My nephew had fallen ill with cancer, stage 4, and he passed away before we even heard about Hippocrates. And I decided that I wanted to transform my life. And my daughter said, you're in the place to do it right now. You're in South Florida. Hippocrates is close to you. Why don't you go check it out? So I came over here on an open house, and I met with Mick, and I found Hippocrates to be a fantastic place. I mean, the beauty of this place alone is worth coming to.
Many years ago, I had a car accident and my neck wasn't ever fully healed. And I just kind of put it in the background. And when I got here, I realized, that this is something that I still wanted to heal, and I wasn't even thinking about that before I got here. And so I started working on that with the Qigong classes and with the Harmony Room, and it's healed. And that was something that I absolutely wasn't expecting.
There's me 2 years ago, 365 pounds, a 4X shirt, uncomfortable in my own skin, rosacea all over my face, and now, 2 years later, I look 20 years younger and feel 30 years younger. All my life, I've gained weight and lost weight and gained weight and lost weight, and each time I gain weight back, I gain plus. My best friend went into the hospital and had a heart problem and almost died, and it freaked me out. And the next day, a friend of mine died of a heart attack, another friend. The 3rd day, I went to a play in New York, and I could hardly fit in my seat, and I made the woman next to me uncomfortable. And at that moment, I snapped, and I said, that's it. So I wanted to take hold of my life. You know what? Let me check this place out. So since then, I had lost about 130 pounds. It's fantastic. I was a 4X shirt. Then I was down to a 1X shirt. I moved around. I felt good. I didn't have the extra seatbelt extender on the plane. It was amazing.
People arriving, they were exhausted, tired, worried about their health,
And by the time day 9 or 10 came along, they were just starting to glow. And the changes in people that we see when we come to Hippocrates over that short 3-week period of time is just the most heartwarming and uplifting thing you can experience.
The education you get at Hippocrates is powerful, one of a kind, and everyone in the world should know about it.
My journey started over 2 years ago. I was diagnosed with breast cancer and I was at stage 3. And I went through 6 months of intensive chemo and radiation, 3 months of radiation and 2 surgery. And actually I was almost finished with treatments. And if I knew what I know today and how educated I am, I would have come here right away.
Medicines are very hard to get out of our system. You could not find a better diet than this to really help to clean. But we can also add supplementation.
The only thing that Western medicine really provides for us is a stopgap when we're very sick, so it can keep us alive, so that we can get healthy again. Hippocrates gives you a hand in helping you heal yourself, but you gotta want it, and I wanted it.
Hippocrates gives you a chance to experience it by using technology and healing modalities that work with your energy, work with your body in such a way that you get to really experience how your body can transform while you're in it, while you're taking care of it.
We focus on in our own sphere, the same thing that the overall philosophy of Hippocrates, which is the belief that each person has the innate power to trigger and quicken the healing response within them. And so in the psychological and emotional realm, we help people get in touch with and remove the obstacles that are there.
Right? Everybody's going to roll some nori rolls? We don't let you leave the building without rolling a nori roll. I don't want to make it as spicy as I want it. I want to let people choose.
The food clears our physical bodies.
We are what we eat, and it's so crucial. And I started eating raw food over a year ago, and it's harder on you, if you're all by yourself, but if you're in an atmosphere like this health institute and you've been educated, it makes a world of a difference.
You make it a drink or drink it?
I make it and I drink it. I have to make sure it tastes good. I drink it.
They listened to what Hippocrates said, which was food is thy medicine. So the best possible way to control your weight is to eat, to use nutrition as your goal.
The food is truly my pharmacy. I started feeling so much healthier. I was able to reduce my medications, and I was really compelled to start the Health Educator program.
I just want to say thank you.
This is green, and this is all made out of kale, dandelion, romaine, green.
We learn which superfoods are the best to consume, not only the sprouts and the living foods, which are incredible for keeping the body in a vibrant state of health, but also superfoods that we can also consume, the concentrates of different algae and sprouts and micronutrients, and it's just an amazing thing. And these are all the things that we learn while we're here as well.
Life is about taking risks. What we should do is open up ourselves and feel free to open ourselves. At Hippocrates, they let you be yourself.
I first came to Hippocrates way back in 1995. And over the course of those 12 years or so, I came back about 6 different times. And this was always my first choice of a vacation when I had the time to do so. We come here tired and exhausted, but by the time the first week's over, you get to know the staff, you get to know the other guests here, and you really have a wonderful time. The transformation after your 3 weeks is just incredible.
At Hippocrates, I made so many great connections, both with the staff